All right, Bright Fam. Today's episode is urgent. We're talking about something that's not getting enough attention, but it should be front and center for every single one of us. Our food supply is under attack. And no, I'm not being dramatic. This is real. So let me break it down. Recently, Mike Adams sat down with Marjory Wildcraft, one of the top experts on growing your own food when it really matters. And folks, what she said? Chilling, but also empowering. Because there's a way out of this mess. First, let's set the scene. Over the past 18 months, there have been over 150 sabotage incidents targeting food facilities, meatpacking plants, distribution hubs, you name it. Wildfires in Texas just wiped out a huge chunk of the cattle industry. And that's on top of all the other supply chain chaos we've seen. Marjory didn't mince words. We're at war. And she's right, because historically, food is always weaponized. She dropped a bone-chilling parallel. Back in the 1800s, the U.S. government deliberately slaughtered the buffalo herds to starve Native Americans into submission. Their exact words? A dead buffalo is a dead Indian. And now? Marjory sees the same playbook playing out, just with different tactics. Think 15-minute cities, farmland seizures, and artificial food shortages. But here's where it gets really scary. Europe. It's already happening there. Farmers are rioting across the EU because regulations are being weaponized to bankrupt them. Fertilizer costs doubled overnight. Taxes on basic farming equipment skyrocketing. The Dutch farmers were the canary in the coal mine. Now it's spreading. And Marjory's take? This isn't an accident. It's orchestrated collapse. And get this. EU bureaucrats are already running scenarios for a full-blown food crisis this year, not next year. Now, because once the food runs out, governments fall. Every time. So, what do we do? Marjory's answer is brilliantly simple. Grow your own food. She's launching a free 10-day course called Wartime Homefront Essential Skills, and it's packed with life-or-death knowledge. Here's the breakdown. Grow half your food in your backyard in just 30 to 60 minutes a day. She's got a foolproof 3-part system, even for total beginners. Preserve food like a pro, because what good is growing it if you can't store it? She covers 9 methods, plus which ones work best in a grid-down scenario. Forage, like your life depends on it, because free food is everywhere if you know how to spot it. Acorn pancakes, anyone? Way better than Aunt Jemima's HFCS junk. Medicinal plants, because when pharmacies close, you'll need nature's pharmacy. She lists 12 powerhouse plants that grow almost everywhere. Build a self-reliance network without blowing your OPSEC. Rule number 1 of prepping? Don't tell everyone you're prepping. And that's just the start. She dives into soil supercharging, the real secret to a green thumb, off-grid water systems, and even roadkill harvesting. Yes, really, apparently it's some of the cleanest meat you can get. But here's the biggest red flag she raised. Vaccines in our food, mRNA spinach, gene-edited crops, they're already doing it. And the goal? Control. If they own the food, they own you. So, Bright Fam, this isn't just about prepping. This is about survival. Marjory's course is at brightu.com, and you can watch it there. But more than that, it's a wake-up call. Because here's the truth. Famine is coming. But unlike Gaza, unlike Europe, we have a choice. We can grow. We can preserve. We can adapt. So what's your move? Hit the link. Take the course. Plant something today. Because when the shelves go empty, your backyard could be the difference between starvation and survival. Stay bright. Stay prepared. And I'll see you in the next episode.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Marjory Wildcraft and Mike Adams on March 18th, 2024. The full interview is available at brighteon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.